Ndiyabulisa bethuna igama lami ndinguSlindile. Welcome to the podcast yami ebizwa nge-Unscramble Life with Slee. Today I brought this gentleman here. His name is D. How are you doing?
I'm fine, and you?
Well and excited, of course.
That's right.
I'm so excited that I will be cross-questioning you. Okay, maybe I want to be part of the conversation, but mostly I wrote so many things that I want to ask because I'm so curious about it. And the reason for this, I had a conversation with a friend of mine who felt that the partner disrespected him, questioning his manhood and all of that. So now the question is it wrong to sit your partner down and address the fact that you're not happy sexually?
It's not wrong, and it will never be wrong. From my point of view, this is where you are seated as partners. Even friends do die for friends. So what would be so bad if your partners will sit you down and tell you, this is what you're doing and I'm not happy with it? Okay,
so you're saying that we have to sit and talk about such encounters with our partners.
Yes.
But why? Okay, I'm gonna go back again. I felt, how I experienced this, I felt like my friend got offended. He got offended. He felt like he was disrespected. So now, in a sense that, when do you think it's the right time to sit and talk about it with your partner? Second question is that, what is the best way? When, how?
When and how?
When,
okay, no problem.
How? Yes.
Okay. So, we are partners. For instance, I wouldn't come to you to talk to you about issues that are bothering us or bringing the relationship down when you are not in the mood. I believe you are not getting it, so I'm going to rephrase it.
How will you know that I'm in the mood to hear such?
Yes. For instance, let's say you come back from work, tired, you have to cook for a man, you've done all that. And then your man comes in without touching the food and then starts questioning you. To be honest, you're going to tell him he's nagging, so you're tired and you're going to sleep. But this is where that goes with when.
When and how.
When and how. So, one, men are moved by what they see. So, as a partner, if you want to talk to him, let him see something he might crave or something. Let's bring it down. Your man comes home and you're looking like a magogo. Sorry. And you're looking like a magogo with all tattered and stuff, and then food is on the dining and stuff. Just like that, and then you just leave and go and sleep. How would he be able to talk to you? No. But he comes in, the moment he gets to the door, you are there to welcome him.
Yes.
Whatever transpired whilst he was at work or whilst he was coming back is not going to enter the house, will be left at the entrance. One thing that men are made of is to have peace. So if you're a partner and you are always yelling at your man, trust me, someone somewhere out there will give him peace and he will be snatched.
So you mean that sometimes the sex drive it goes down because of the situation at home. If you have a partner who's not peaceful, who's always nagging and yelling.
It's not even the peaceful side. I told you before, most men or real men are moved by what they see. Yes.
So I should always be on point.
Yes. Yes.
But what happens that as well, I go to work, long hours, I have to go fetch kids, and remember, I have to wake up, prepare for kids, prepare for you, and breakfast and all that, go to work, come back, do help kids to do homeworks. Let's say you work longer hours than me and I'm the one who gets home first. I still have to cook. When will I have time now to enhance?
From my point of view, then again, the reason why I'm always using that is this is why I have a beautiful lady, have beautiful kids. You are my priority. I'll have to defend with my life. Make sure everything is on point. Yours is to feed us and make us feel at home. That is all. Leave the rest for the man. Men are always on the point that, they always want you to know, do this, and it's done. Whenever you do that, you will never have problems with him. I'm talking of real men.
Okay.
Not some crazy dudes somewhere.
Okay.
No, yeah.
Okay.
So the whole thing is, in my view or my point, I don't mind waking up, making sure the kids are ready whilst you do the kitchen stuff.
Okay.
Remember, it's a partnership.
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to leave. You're not a slave.
Yeah, I like that.
You're never a slave. And mostly, I came to see your family, maybe buy cows and stuff, give them as your bride price and stuff. So after bringing you home, we are one. So therefore, we have to work together. For instance, my mother and my father got separated, yes. But there was not a single time I can boast of and say my mother and my father were arguing. Never. They talk. They have time to talk.
Okay.
And none of the kids saw that. They went, my mother yelling or my father yelling or something. Never. You understand? Because they understand each other. And some people make the mistake of going for a wrong partner because of something he saw or something he knew this person could do for.
Okay.
So when you get fed up of that, the whole thing comes crashing. Yes.
So it was more of a lust more than
defend.
connection. It was more of lust than connection.
Yep.
And then now, as I was doing a bit of research, I've discovered that most men, sometimes they say they have some low sex drive because of maybe they're going through some mental issues, stresses and all that. And then others, maybe there's something wrong with their system, or maybe they ended up not finding you attractive.
There's something about most black guys or some black guys, or let's say Africans.
Yes.
Most of them are like, the moment they go home, they see their partner and they feel like having something, they just put you down, and they are done.
Yeah.
But this is where you're supposed to be playing to get all this work stuff off your mind so that you wake up the next day fully energetic, then you will know how to handle certain things. Yes, in my line of work, when I'm working and I make a mistake, I just stop, go out, feel the air, relax, and think. I'll come back and fix whatever that went wrong.
Okay.
That is it.
But now we're fixing it at work, but you will still find Slee at home who's a Godzilla, who will remind you something you did yesterday or last week.
Yes, that is another problem.
Yeah.
So, for instance, if I come home and this is what you're doing, I come home, Godzilla is ready, waiting for me to shoot laser beams at me.
Yeah.
What do you think will happen if I should have, let's say, a secretary in my office who is always calm, trying to talk to me, always trying to see me from afar? What do you think will happen? I will by all means feel okay with her than to come home.
Do you rather work late hours?
Yes.
And come back, sleep?
Yes.
And then now, if I'm your woman and I discovered that we're having this problem, that maybe the libido is down, maybe you ejaculate early, or maybe it doesn't even go up, and I sit you down, and then maybe I come and say, babe, I understand that you've been going through some things, I acknowledge that, and I've been trying to easy up, and we had peace, me and you. I think maybe it's something to do with your system now. Would you allow me to advise you maybe to go see the doctor or go see a sangoma, maybe to give you things that can boost your system for us to be happy at home?
This, like I said before, we are partners. if I see something wrong from your side, I
Yes.
should be able to tell you, not to keep it inside.
Okay.
Men don't complain because they don't want to be seen weak. You understand?
Yes.
And sometimes if that happens and you want to help him, it all drives at how you're going to say it, how his mood is before saying that, and how to push him. And you know, some men have this, men don't like to be shamed. Or that is why I think your friend that told you that felt offended.
In
It
the
could
midst
be
of an argument.
in the midst of an argument, then you start saying, you don't even satisfy me, you can do this for me. To be honest, I will find someone that will appreciate me.
Yeah.
So simple.
Yeah, because he said now.
And then the kids become a liability. So I have no option than to hit here and
still
try
come
and
back.
make things back, which is not going to work. So women kill men always. And now our population is still dropping.
Yeah.
You will have to marry 9 and 10 women at
Your
a time.
population is dropping.
I'm only praying that let's say in 100 years or 200 years time, we'll still have men on this planet.
Yeah. You think so?
Because we are decreasing.
Anyway, I'm not offended.
Because if anything goes wrong, women and children, go and hide. Leave the men to die.
I don't get off. I'm not offended with what you said about having many wives, because I believe in that. I believe in polygamy and all that. And so in all of this, there are certain ways to solve this thing. It doesn't mean that your man is entirely low in erection and all that. If there are certain things.
The whole thing is know your man.
Know your man. Know your man.
When he's coming back from work and you see him through the window, you should be able to tell that he is okay. He's not okay. Let me quickly meet him.
Because others.
A warm hug or a kiss can change the whole mood. And that is how men are. The moment that comes in, he puts everything behind him, hides it.
Okay.
So maybe after eating and a shower or something, when you go to bed, just cuddle him and then tell him, baby, what happened? I saw you are not okay today.
Okay.
Please open up to me. Sometimes they wouldn't tell you. Some men will not tell you because they think it's something they can handle. Yes.
More especially when it comes to stresses that has nothing to do with something at home.
No.
Why do you think that if you don't let me understand that, baby, it's not you who's making me to be in this position or in this situation.
Ladies, you have,
tell me I'm your partner. Tell me that, baby, I'm going through
Okay,
something,
I'm coming.
but it has nothing to do with you. You know that thing, because it's so painful to find your men not touching you.
Let me show you the reason why they do that. One, when a man sets his mind on something, it's straightforward. Nothing comes across it. Nothing can distract him. He's just going forward.
Balance the equation.
Till he's done.
Balance the equation.
Now let's look at women. When a woman wakes up, especially when you have kids, you have work, you have stuff to do, you have to go to market. All those things has been combusted in your mind. True. And your brain starts shaking. That's why you people grow faster. Because it's like every single muscle, every single cell is telling you, we have to do that, we have to do that. And it's all working like that. Okay. Yes. So at the end of the day, if I should tell you, babe, this doesn't concern you, it's not you. I don't have a problem with you. I'm okay with you. And
I'll start to be worried as well. I wanna interject.
You will never agree.
Oh, I will still think that it's me.
Yes.
Okay.
That is the mistake women do.
And the mistake with men.
I have told you, it's not your problem. For instance, let's say I used to be a bodyguard. I've been in a gunfight and a whole lot of stuff. Yes. And when I'm going and I have anyone I think will be worried when I'm not back. First of all, when I go in a relationship with you, I'll tell you, when you call me on 3 occasions, I don't pick up for 3 days. Take it as I'm dead. So simple. Because if I don't call you back, I don't reply your messages for 3 solid days. It doesn't mean
Doesn't make sense, of course.
No. Maybe I'm lost. I'm gone.
Yeah, something is wrong. You should just
Yes.
know.
And rule number 2, you only listen to what I say. When I call you and tell you, babe, leave home with the kids. Go.
Okay.
Because I know how my work is. You understand? So if I should have a Godzilla like you at home and I tell you, babe, leave home, it's now you're going to ask
Why?
me, why should I leave home?
Yeah.
Babe, I said leave home. Sometimes
But I need to know.
That is why I'm telling you, it's a partnership.
Yeah.
I should make you know every single thing.
Okay.
The ones that will keep you safe and the ones that is dangerous to you, I'll just tell you. When I give you a command, just follow it.
I hear you.
Do you understand? So I'll just tell you, babe, leave home, go to your mother. I know why I'm saying that.
Okay.
When it's cool. And there's one more thing too. If your man loves you and he's doing a dangerous work and he's going and he tells you, I will be back.
I should have faith in
Nothing can
that.
stop him.
So I should support the fact that you might die.
No, it's not that. Have the belief that he will come back. Just that can keep him going. I've seen people get shot and they still wake up and still move. We had an accident some time ago, and this was where a baby came through the windshield of the car, fell on the street, and this man had one leg broken, one arm fucked up. He came out of the car and he was still walking on the broken leg to pick the baby. After picking the baby, went back, ripped the gate off, bring out the lady. That is men.
I hear you. So now, what is it with men that if maybe
And
they're still questioning?
there's one thing to wait. Before you ask your question, there are difference between a man and a boy.
What's the difference?
Yes, men would do what I just said.
Okay.
But boys wouldn't even think of how you're doing or something. So know how your partner is.
You have to choose between if you want a boy or you want a man.
That is the whole thing.
So now, what is it with men, maybe if they discover that they have some sexual problems? Let's say maybe I haven't addressed it to you. And then why is it most of men, they go outside and test if the problem is with them or it's with the partner, they don't find them attractive? Why they always want to go and check somewhere first to understand if the problem is with them or it's at home?
In the beginning, I told you men are moved by what they see. So, in order to know that he still can perform or not perform, okay, why don't I try this and see? And for all you know, to you, he's not performing. You start nagging at home. Someone somewhere is giving him peace. So therefore, he'll have no option than to jump into that.
And then do men
And if he goes there and he performs perfectly, then that means you are in serious danger or trouble.
Fine. But would you admit when you have a problem as a man that, yes, I have a problem, I need help?
Yes, that is what I was saying. No man wants to be called a pussy, excuse me for my language. No man
French.
wants to be called a low link or something, or a weakling. No.
So you will never admit that you have a problem. You always find excuses that, maybe it's work, or maybe it's my Godzilla at
In
home.
order to achieve that.
Oh, I don't have money.
Wait. In order to achieve that, let him trust you.
Okay.
That is when you give him peace. He'll be able to tell you. But men, we are that type that we don't really care about certain stuff. If I don't have money, I have to walk home. What's so wrong? I can just walk. It's an exercise. I don't mind. But a lady will be like, no, I need to pick a taxi. I'm tired. Yes.
And
So
then,
if I don't have money to pick taxi, I wouldn't call you. Yours is for me to return home and I'll come home.
and then do you believe that toys plays a huge part in people's sexual lives, bad and good?
Can you make the question personal to me, please?
That is why I said, do you believe?
Do I believe?
Do you? Okay, what's your take? Maybe I should ask that. What's your take when it comes to sex toys in like it's sex toys in
Okay,
a
I get you.
whole relationship thing. I want to know the good part of it and the bad in
Okay.
your thinking.
In order not to put things across the wrong way, let me put it in my own way.
Yeah.
So the whole thing is, I wouldn't mind if my partner is using it as a toy,
Okay.
but do not make it a habit.
Hmm.
I told you before, there are different kinds of men, different types. This is where if I see you, some men will see their partner with a male friend and gets angry.
Yeah.
And some ladies think if he gets angry, meaning he loves you. No. Jealousy is not love. Love starts with an L. Jealousy starts with something else. Pushes somewhere. Do you understand? Yes. And to use a toy, I don't mind. Have fun. But are you using it with me, or when I'm not around, you're using it alone?
Both, whether you're here or not. Sometimes I would want to play with my toys with you.
Then meaning you are replacing me, so I'll have to replace you too.
How? I'm
Why
saying
ha?
you're not here.
Masa.
Let's say you're not here and I'm using a toy.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're not here. But at the very same time, I find toys, that is why they call sex toys. It's something that we have to play. It's we're adding them extra as an accessory.
Remember, we are partners. We have become one.
Of course.
So you have to use it when I'm around. Don't use it alone. That is being selfish.
But now I have an edge right now. You're not here. And for me to get rid of this edge, it's maybe using toys instead of calling Joe from next door to do the job. I just want to get rid of this edge. And that time, maybe, as you say that.
I'm at work.
Yes.
Okay, no problem. I'm at work. I also have this edge. I have a secretary. What happened?
I don't agree with you in that part, because for me, I feel that
why should you think of only yourself and think not?
No. I'm not thinking only.
But I wouldn't mind whilst I'm in my office and you call me video call. Babe,
you're busy. You're in a meeting.
Okay, really? Okay, have fun.
You're in a meeting. You at the meeting at that time. Yeah. You're very busy. Your day is swamped, back-to-back meetings, and I have this urge now, and I have something at home that can help me at that point.
There's something we call addiction.
But now, at that point, it has nothing to do with addiction.
The topic was the person is not performing, and now you are using sex toys. Automatically, you're going to replace him with that.
Sure.
Of course, I know, ladies, that is how you are. Because at the end of the day, if you should get all your orgasm and everything from the toy, and me, the human being, providing, protecting, defending with my life, my sweat, my blood, you don't see or you don't have or don't get that from me, I become useless.
But they say that it's very important. That is when I
become a slave.
They say it's very, not they say, I believe that it's very important to understand yourself.
If you have the toy and once in a while you use it,
yeah,
and even if you're using with your partner, I don't see anything wrong with that.
So so how often should we use toys?
I wouldn't advise to use toys
at all,
but rather help your partner to get back on his feet or her feet.
Okay, how often do you think partners should have sex in a week?
Your partners, you're one. You shouldn't deny your partner sex.
How often do you think it's healthy to have sex in a week with your partner?
Especially when you don't exercise. You can do it the whole week. No one cares. It's your strength.
So, okay.
And make sure after that you feed him well.
And then, how do you find, if it's not abnormal, it's when people have sex how many times in a week? If it's abnormal, you find it's abnormal.
Okay. Let me calm down. You want to get into my head, you know everything. So you know everything. It's cool. Sometimes you don't have to just have sex, no.
Okay.
Sometimes just cuddling, talking to each other. That is when you have the time to discuss issues.
Be intimate with your partner.
Yes.
Because sex is not. Sex is
And
intimate.
sometimes too, it shouldn't be just the sex. I told you, men are moved by what they see. When he sees too much of you, he will be tired of you.
Oh. Okay.
This
I'm
goes to
listening.
ladies that always show themselves naked. If it goes on for a long time, he has had, it's like eating pap every
Hey,
day.
this guy.
You will get tired. You understand? So you have to sometimes cover yourself, look pretty for him, and sometimes you have to go all naughty, look crazy.
Okay. So too much of everything is boring.
Ash, can you eat
Is
pap?
that the reason
Can
that
you eat
sometimes
pap a whole
is that the
year?
reason that sometimes men go cheat because of they feel like they've been
Sometimes
eating
it's
pap
not-
all the time?
Sometimes it's not the fault of the men. I don't know. My guys are watching. Sometimes it's not the fault of the men.
To go cheat?
Yes.
It's a decision. Cheating is it's a choice.
Okay. I wouldn't say I'm nice, I'm cool looking or good looking or something. But this is where I go out and every lady is like, hello? Like, so if I'm having a problem at home, what do you think will happen?
But it's a
The moment
decision.
I
It has
smile
nothing
back-
to do with me.
No, the moment I smile back, I've given a green light. If
But
the
you-
lady is bold enough to approach me, she will get the number and she will get closer. Try.
I don't believe that men sometimes get out there and do shenanigans because of he sees too much of me or that I'm pashquaying him too much or anything. Because I believe that should you feel some type of way in a relationship, it goes back, we sit. Try to find different things to enhance this relationship.
Listen,
And if really sex is a factor in the relationship, if you feel like everything else is covered, the first thing that is important is sex, and it's not going the way you want it, I believe that you have to leave.
oh, really?
Yes.
Then don't call that person your partner. It's just the last something.
Thanks for that answer.
It's so simple.
It's somebody,
Really?
not a partner. Okay. Is it true that
But
any-
remember, everything you do, you have to take the negative and the positive side.
positive? Is it true that
When you're living, remember, you will never get anyone like him. You can meet people that looks like him, but doesn't have his character. You can meet people that looks like him, that are rich, that does not respect anything. You meet people that will appreciate you, but it's not good looking like him.
so you will never replace your partner even if you go out there?
You can't replace him.
Yeah, but not you can replace somebody, but not your partner.
Yes.
Okay. Is it true that any woman can make a man come, but not any man can make a woman come?
Yes, it happens.
How?
Because some people do not know where to even touch or where to even start from.
But isn't it important to communicate with someone that your preferences when it comes to sex prior, maybe? Teach them how you want it?
Men come faster than women. It
Okay.
will take a long time. That's why you're supposed to play with her first.
So foreplay is very
So
important.
when you start playing, that is when if you do not know, she's going to teach you.
Because now there's this thing that once trended on TikTok where Zulu man said, "Hi, mina lento." I'm going to explain to you what it means. Mina lento angikhothi mina. Never. Angikhothi bese ngiqedile ngihambe ngiyemsamo ngiyokhuluma nabomkhulu bami. It means that I would never muff a woman and go in where I talk to my ancestors with the same mouth that have muffed someone. So I don't do that. So,
That is when they are dealing with spiritualism and spirituality.
but what does that has to do, your mouth, what does it has to do with muffing and going?
It is just a respect. Some people have that belief.
Oh,
so
wow.
they don't do the stuff.
Then it means that you shouldn't do sex at all then. If that's the case.
Then how do you produce? How do you reproduce?
But what, like, I don't understand where the purity comes from when it's just a mouth
Do
and
you see?
your
Okay.
your private parts combining.
Wait. Do you see dogs licking before starting that?
Your dog is always naked in my eyes.
Not even animals do that. It's overlearning and trying to know more than you know.
So we shouldn't do such things as your blowjobs and
We are
your.
humans. Some people have certain beliefs, so know your partner.
Because you know why?
Because he cannot do that. Do you know why?
Why?
You women are very powerful.
Okay.
Because creatures that can bleed every month and still walk normal like nothing happened. You people are very dangerous. Yes.
You know why, ne?
Every single month you bleed. And you still walk normal. There's
Because it's
still
in our
more
nature,
blood in
come
you.
on.
Hush.
But it doesn't mean that I don't deserve to be muffed. I
never said you don't deserve it. But know your partner. This is how he is. This is what he can do.
Yeah.
This is his limit. Do not push him over his limit.
Because that's what I always say.
Because
that
even some men do not even come closer to their ladies when they are in their menstrual cycle or something.
yes, even myself, I
You
believe
can't
in
even
that.
come close.
Yeah.
For me, for instance, you can't come closer.
Yeah, I believe in that as well.
I wouldn't allow you to come closer, but I will come to you when I feel everything is okay. Do you understand?
Okay.
Or should I enlighten you?
No, I understand.
Okay, fine. This is where it's not a belief, but this is how I feel. That when you're bleeding, I'm supposed to allow you. Take away your waste stuff and your bad omen and everything to wash away. So I'm supposed to allow you.
Okay.
You understand? In order not to contract or bring anything home or bring any bad omen upon myself, for me being the head of the family, I'm supposed to allow you and you're supposed to allow me. So I give you that distance. That doesn't mean I can kiss you or I can hug you or something. But I can't overdo it. For you to get any bad mind or something to proceed or something. And some ladies are really honey when they get into the cycle. Yes. So in order to, I wouldn't push you away. I'll bring you closer. But I will always engage you in a conversation that wouldn't bring your mind there. So simple.
Okay. Because you know why I'm asking this question, that is it true that any woman can make a man come and a man cannot make any woman to come? Because other people, they always want to bring their past sexual lives into the current.
That is the mistake.
Yes, because now you cannot do things that you were doing with Nomsa with me. My notes are different. My soft spots are different. My preferences are different. But now when you sit down and tell your partner, this is how I prefer it, it always seems like you questioning the what they know about sexuality, or you say you insulting them as if they are amateurs when it comes to sex.
That is why
do
you should
people
know when and how to approach.
But what if maybe I just met you and we got caught up in a moment, and at that moment I tell you how I want you to touch me? Will you be turned off? Because I have an edge, and for you to be able to make me come, it's for me to tell you where to touch, what you should do.
And there's a saying that goes like this: something must kill a man. There's no way I'm going to be turned off when you tell me to do that.
Okay, so it's the timing there when we doing the deeds, it's always
in that
perfect.
in that moment,
Yes.
in that moment, it will be difficult for me to go off,
Okay.
or some men to go off.
So there's this thing that they say, when a man is going to have a first encounter with a woman, I'm not saying when you are a virgin, but let's say you just met someone, and then obviously the excitement is there, and always women should acknowledge that that's the first round, it's for that guy, because of the adrenaline, there's a rush already, the excitement is there, so you give it to them. Do you think it's okay to masturbate if you don't want to ejaculate very quick when you're with that person? Do you think you masturbate prior, the moment I say to you, baby, I'm coming? Do you think you should take pills and potions? Do you think that you have take umuti that you took from Babuma Kubane, drink so that you can, the longevity,
longer.
yes.
Okay, everything depends on whoever or however you want your life to be. You remember I spoke of addiction? When you should always go like that. The day you do not have the pills on you, meaning it's a lose-lose for the guy.
Okay.
Women should always understand.
Okay.
This is how my guy is. The first round of every guy, this is how it lasts. Some people have training so they can hold for longer.
Okay.
Look at the fingers. They're not the same. This is different. This is different. Yes, so are humans. Everyone has his way or his style of coming or doing something. So you should understand, if your ex could do 20 minutes for the first round and the new guy is doing 30 or let's say 15 minutes,
Yes.
it's either it's a plus for you or a minus. So
Yeah.
you understand. Then make sure after the first round, give him something to refresh his system, come back to normal. That is when you want him.
Do you think size matters to women?
Most women think of size, mostly, and which is a very big mistake.
Okay.
Because they were using sex toys, heavy sex toys and stuff. And now you've got the kind of man you want. That is why I was telling you, do not use sex toys alone. This is where you're using dildos which are way bigger than you. And after you meet somebody's son who is rich, has everything, and then he's not having up to that size of the dildo, what do you think will happen?
But
that is why women,
toys have sizes.
that is why some women end up cheating.
But toys have sizes.
Yes.
And then it means that if
the women have something they say, I don't know whether you have an idea of it. They say the bigger the better, right?
Okay, I don't believe in that. I'm gonna come back to
that is you, but out there, I'm talking of out there.
Because now remember, if maybe you found me with toys that you're not comfortable with, you should be open to say, let's go, baby, and you go find the size that it's your size, because dildos come in sizes
after
well.
using after using oversize or the Mongolian size for like 2-3 years, and I tell you to use.
Let me tell you something. A vagina, I'm not kissing, that's what it's called. A vagina is like an elastic. So it can stretch and it can go back to normal. That is why we can give birth and still go back to normal and have normal sex. So that's not an issue in the whole situation. But what I'm saying is, people should understand that not all toys have to penetrate. We have teasers, we have so many things, we have even toys that I can wear it while you're at work, you can control it. So, yes, but with me, I really don't believe that size matters, because the researchers, they said a woman can come while riding a horse or a bike. It means that whatever that makes us come, it's not inside. So why should a size matters? I believe that if you're really uncomfortable with whatever size your woman's toy is, go find the one that can be suitable for her and for you.
That was what I said. Size really matters, because, for instance, I talked about addiction. If, for instance, you're using something that is way bigger, and all of a sudden, because you met me and I'm not up to your standard, you want to go for something that is small, are you going to really enjoy?
But D, honestly speaking, I don't understand what is it with not up to the standards. Because I believe that
women out there are saying bigger the better.
Mina, I believe that I can make my partner come even if they far from me, because there's a connection.
You said something earlier about a V being elastic, that it contracts back. Yes, it contracts back. But remember, even elastic can lose its elasticity. Do you know that?
I know that.
Of course. So some people have lost it. due to the use of toys?
I don't want to dispute that. Maybe you're talking from an experience that you have.
Because what is
maybe you're talking from an experience where you felt like the VJJ has the elastic has stretched and all that. But all I'm trying to say is, it's not inside, it's on top. That is why you're able to make your woman or your partner come. Okay, let me say you can make your woman come by just touching it, not penetrating with your fingers.
No idea.
And
where some people's orgasms or soft spots are.
And
someone can tell you the soft spot is in the fingernails. Are you kidding me? How am I supposed to bang that? Oh, put it in warm water or cold water or put it in my mouth. Are you kidding me?
What I know is,
ladies,
you can make your partner come even if you are far from them. Because before the size and touching and penetration and all that, it's two people having a mutual feeling.
You wouldn't be shouting harder if inside doesn't work.
No, I'm not saying it doesn't work.
Or you don't. I'm asking you.
I don't know when I'm in a moment. I don't know what I do. When I'm in a moment, I don't know what I do.
So you wouldn't be shouting harder.
I don't know what happens to me when I'm in a moment. But all I'm trying to say
is... I think you rather say, okay, why don't you scratch?
No.
Drifting.
No. You can make your partner come even if you're far away because of there's a mutual feeling and there's connection. So now, why should it be an obstacle if I have a mutual feeling with you and I'm connected with you? What does the size has to do with anything? While it's not inside, is on top.
Someone will tell you, why don't you hit my womb? Are you kidding me? Size don't matter.
To me, it doesn't.
Ay, my sister, you're lacking.
And then I want to ask, would you date someone who's openly saying to you they are bisexual?
From me?
Yeah.
For me?
For you?
Bi. It will be difficult.
Why?
How should I put? I'm trying to get stuck, but I know I'll come out of the matter. Okay, so the whole thing is, I think of what I want, not what you want. If I should go in for that, meaning I shouldn't have any problems with that.
But would you date someone who's bisexual and openly telling you that I'm into girls, I'm into boys, or I'm into girls, I'm into women, and I'm into men? I hit both sides.
In a more serious note and a straightforward answer, I wouldn't.
Okay.
But now let's switch to the bad boy section. The bad boy section, I'm a guy. My ladies into both ladies and me myself. That is a +1. Have you forgotten?
So you would date?
I wouldn't mind
to have your girl.
At the end of the day, I've got 2 hoes for me.
But she didn't say she's open to do it with you and another woman. She did not say she would have you at the very same time or moment with another person.
We are not dating.
If she's dating you, she's dating you. Remember, being bisexual, it doesn't mean that, please listen, being bisexual, it doesn't mean that you will have 2 partners at once. It means that maybe there's a phase where I'm dating guys. When I break up with you, there's a phase that I will be dating girls. But it doesn't mean that I'm dating you 2 at the same time, because that's cheating.
It's very good you answered yourself. Case closed.
So you wouldn't...
I wouldn't.
No. You didn't get my question. My question wasn't saying I'm openly dating you and another person. That's open relationship.
Remember you said your friend was offended when the lady told him about the weakness and stuff.
What I'm saying...
Let me bring something
No,
up.
you didn't get my question.
If you should dump me, or let's say we break up and then you go in for a lady.
Because I told you from the beginning that I'm
automatically
bisexual.
you're telling me I'm weak.
No, please
I'm
listen.
not up to your standard.
I'm saying I'm bisexual. When I'm in a phase If I like you as a man right now, I like you or I love you and I'll date you. Even if maybe we get married, it means that I'll be with you. But now, if we break up, I'm still open to date women. Would you be offended by that?
Yes.
That I left you as a man and I went to date a woman?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I'm
Selfish.
not being selfish. I'm just being straightforward. It's an indirect thing.
So you wouldn't date a person who says they're bisexual, period.
If you're open to share everything,
That's
it's not cheating.
I cannot. That's open relationship. That's the difference.
Why don't you understand this? Who you that is open to marrying 10 or anything, and then now you're saying this?
No. Mina, I don't have a problem. If you wouldn't have a problem, if I'm the one, remember, I'm the one who's dating you and another person, but not that you dating my person and me. That's the difference.
I'm not saying because we've had, like, let's put it as another partner in there, I'm going to treat you equally. No. When you are first, you are first.
No. What I'm trying to say,
woman's mind, jealousy.
what I'm trying to say is, even if I date you and another person, me and you being in an open relationship, it doesn't mean that you have to chow where I'm chowing. We're not in a polygamy here. That's my person, you my person. Go find your other people because of it's an open relationship. But I'm not open to have you and them.
I can still date you. I don't mind.
Okay.
I can still date you. Listen, I can still date you. But remember, if you're open to this, and at the end of the day, if you break up, you can go to that. Meaning I can also choose to be with a man.
I don't have a problem if you openly said that you're bisexual.
I didn't say that. Out of what you did, that is what I would do.
But it wouldn't affect me anyhow.
Really?
No.
You have no idea.
Because if you're bisexual...
In this era, with all this social media stuff...
If you're bisexual, I think it's easy for you to be open-minded if your partner dates other people.
I see.
If maybe they tell you as well that they're bisexual.
But the whole truth is, I wouldn't.
It's making noises, right? Okay. And then... there's this thing. There's a day I had a conversation with this guy called Qiniso. Shout out Qiniso Malinga. Qiniso said there are different things in a woman. There's a soft spot. There's a pre-cum. There's orgasm, and there are knots.
And they are not.
Knots.
Okay.
Knots. Okay. KNOTS.
Okay, got it.
So now, if you are aware of these things, before I tell you what he said, what's the definition of soft spot to you?
Okay. To me, I would say you are my partner. You should know when and where, or even if it shouldn't even be a soft spot, as in me touching you, before you should know. He's ready for this or he wants that.
Okay.
It could even be a gaze, just a normal gaze.
Okay.
Yes.
And then what is a pre-cum?
That could even happen in all this kind of hand jobs and stuff.
What is orgasm?
That is the way climax end.
What is a cum? What is a cum?
That is the ending of the whole thing. To your satisfaction.
What are not?
That you can even boldly say, I'm okay now. I'm free. I can sleep.
What is not? What are not?
Why are you pushing all this?
Because that day I had a conversation with Qiniso. Qiniso said, let me tell you, soft spots, it's discovering triggers in your person.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes. He said...
I know that when I look at you like this, you should know what I mean.
Pre-cum...
Coming closer.
Okay. And then he said...
I remember someone did something like... I was like, what the fuck? Then later I was like, really? Because I saw the guy smiling. I was like, oh, really? Okay, that's where you're going.
Okay. And then he said pre-cum, it's that waterish cum that it's uncontrollable. More especially it happens when you in a process of it all.
Yeah.
Yes.
The beginning.
Yes. And then he said an orgasm. It's an emotional calm.
That is when you feel all your feels.
Electrical what?
That is the full connection over 1,000 voltages.
Okay. And then he said a calm, it's physical. So he said there's a difference between an orgasm and a calm. Orgasm, it's an emotional calm.
From that orgasm, you therefore transform
To a calm.
Then the whole thing ends with that. That is when you breathe like, I'm done.
And then he said, notes, it's a journey to coming. It's when those that we call the corners.
Changes.
And the corners in a woman.
Yes.
It's finding the corners.
That is why I told you, if inside doesn't matter, why would someone shout harder?
So it's when someone is hitting the notes. Okay. And then in closing.
Because she ends up changing in different modes.
In closing, would you agree?
And some people also get tired there.
They do what?
Some people get tired in the knots. They get tired.
What is to get tired? It means that the sex stops?
It goes off. Let's say, for instance, hitting the nuts, then the lady is
Comes.
like, okay, go on.
Who gets tired?
And then the guy over excitement comes.
Oh.
That is leaving you in between.
Yeah, so that's when...
So that is what is actually killing people.
So that's when...
Killing most of the relationships.
So that's when they say a woman can make a man come, but not any man. Okay. And then in closing, would you agree if your partner tell you that they have a fantasy of threesome? Can you allow them?
Married or not married?
It doesn't matter. A fantasy cannot. A fantasy.
I ask you a question.
It doesn't matter because
I need a sincere answer, just a straightforward.
No. For me, this question.
No explanation.
Please.
Okay,
listen.
go on. Carry on.
This question to me, it has nothing to do whether you're married or not, because of it's a fantasy. A fantasy can take your whole life, right? Whether married or not. Would you allow your partner to come to you and say, babe, I have a fantasy of having a threesome. Let's take a trip, go out there, find a woman, and I want to see you in action. Or let's go take a man out there. I want you to see me in action. But I want you to be involved. I don't want to do it with other people but you.
And we should come back in that
And then
marriage.
we come back normal
Like
and be us because of
happened.
you, be fulfilling my fantasy as your woman.
It wouldn't work. It's so simple.
What do you mean? Why? Because it's not like we're going to be in relationships with those people.
Let me show you something.
Okay.
If I have a bottle and I drink from the bottle, I close it, I put it down, you're thirsty, you saw this water, you ask, babe, is that yours? I say, oh, fine, cool, you can take it. After you using it, anyone at all who is thirsty can also take it. You
Where
know
you going
why?
with this?
No, I'm going somewhere.
Okay.
But what if I have a glass of water and I dip my hand in it and I drop it? And you come, babe, I'm thirsty, can I? And I say, no. And you say, why? I tell you, I dip my hand in it. Would you drink?
No.
Would someone that knows that I dip my hand in it, will he also drink?
No.
It's so simple, so think about it.
No, I'm not thinking of anything at
You're
this
not
point.
thinking,
Your
should I
scenario.
bring it? Okay,
your
now
scenario,
I'm bringing it out.
Okay.
A bottle can be washed, cleaned, set back. But that water that I dipped my hand in it, or you dipped your hand in it, or another person that dipped his hand in it cannot come back to me. I cannot take it. No, I would not let my partner have another man or woman. It's me and you. That is why we are called partners. So simple.
And then aren't you scared that maybe I'll go out there and fulfill my my fantasy without you being part of it. Because if I do it with you, I'm not cheating. Cheating is doing something that your partner doesn't know about. Now, won't you be scared that I will go?
Why don't you drink the glass of water I offered?
D. Aren't you scared that your partner will go out there and fulfill the fetish that you didn't want to partake in it? And now that's cheating.
If you have kids with me, you are free to go and fulfill your fantasy. Continue with your fantasy. Don't come back.
Okay, you answered me. What's your fetish? Other people have foot fetish. Be like, oh, I get turned on when I see a girl with nice feet. What's your fetish? Others be like, oh, I like the legs. What's your fetish?
Okay. Or should I give you my spec?
Your fetish.
A woman with 6 packs.
You can. Thank you very much.
Well-trained, athletic body.
That's your fetish. Thank you very much. Thanks for giving me a space.
Magugu type no. Belly no.
Let's close it. I'm so done with you. Thank you very much for this. Thank you for your time.
Thanks for having me here.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.